Hey everyone, it's Amy, and today I'm going to be showing you my 2019 favorites. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my favorite Madam Glam products for the year. Of course, we have Madam Glam Perfect White and Perfect Black. I use this in just about every single nail design I do. I use this in all my arts. It's the black and white I use for everything. So these are kind of running low. I do need to pick up some more of this, but these are a good staple. As far as colors, these are my 4 most used colors of the year. So we have this red, which is Amore. We have this blue, which is navy blue. This yellow, and I know it's missing a top, it's fine. But this one is Mimosa, and then this pink is Angel Wings. So it's funny to see that it is the 3 primary colors, and looking back, I did use a lot of these in design work, and then Angel Wings I did a lot of background use for. So those are my 4 top colors from Madam. And next we'll go into my top Cura Sky colors. So we have Warm Lavender, which my clients all loved this color. Like, everyone wore this at least once. Some people wore it 2 or 3 times this year. And then these 2 were a top favorite for nail art. We have Newbs Wings, which is a nude. I use this in a lot of backgrounds and for a lot of character designs. And then Smoky Smog is a good gray, so along with the Perfect White and Perfect Black, I did use this gray for a lot of nail art. But those are my top 3 colors for Cura Sky. So these are my top products from Light Elegance. I have 3 glitters and 2 colored gels. So we'll start off with the glitters. We have Dreaming of Dubai, which is from last year's Christmas collection. It's a super pretty holographic gold, which went with a lot of designs. I feel like I use this a lot more at the beginning of the year. Then we have Pixie Party, which again, everyone loved. Everyone had this on their nails like multiple times. This super pretty like champagne rose gold type of glitter, and it's just the solid color, so there's no holographic, so it's easy to pair this with a lot of things, and it's super reflective. And then we have Swing by Sweden. This one was from their winter collection last year as well. It's this iridescent kind of multicolored. This was used in a lot of backgrounds just to add some extra bling. And then the 2 colors I used the most was Soft Serve and Belgian Blue, which this one came to a surprise for me, this Belgian Blue. It's a super dark metallic blue. But I think what happened is I did a lot of 4th of July nail designs, and this was my staple blue for 4th of nail designs. And then I did winter nails with these as well. So that's how that came into the top. And then Soft Serve, which this is one of my all-time favorite colors from Light Elegance. It's a super pretty light lilac color. Everyone loved this for the springtime as well as the summer. So I'm sure come this spring, this one will come out again. But it would look super pretty with like a wintry design too. So those are my favorite from Light Elegance, along with my favorite top coat, Super Shiny, all-time favorite top coat. It's also a stain resistant top coat, which is really nice because I do hair, and so I don't want color to stain my nails. And I do, 2 of my clients are hairdressers as well, so this is a staple for us to make sure our nails still look super pretty even when we do color. And then I did use the Light Elegance's brushes. I have the Oval No. 4 Bling brush. I use this one for my color gels. And then I have just the regular Oval No. 4 brush. I use this one for all my glitters. So these are favorites as well. So as I was going back through and editing the footage, I realized I forgot to mention a lot of gelato. This was on my list and I just didn't pick it out and show it to you guys. I have been using a lot of gelato tons of times for backgrounds. It's a super pretty taupey nude color and it's very light. So this works amazingly for backgrounds of different nail designs. This is one of those colors where I was like, I'm never going to use it, and it's one of my most used like Elegance colors for this year, which is insane. So I don't know how I forgot to mention it, but I'm mentioning it now. You guys have to have a lot of gelato. It is amazing. Alright, so these are my top products that I used as far as crystals and bling go. So of course, my Stay Put jelly from Daily Charm. Love this for crystals. It holds them really well in, and this goes a long way. I've had this for about a year now, and you only need a little bit, and I still have a lot left. So this is a great product. You see this in all of my videos. And then as far as crystals go, of course we have Crystal AB, which goes with just about any design. And then I also used a lot of rose gold because it did pair well with Pixie Party. It's that kind of rose gold color. You can see that I am running low. I need to pick up some more of that. And then to my surprise, I used a lot of these jet black crystals. And I used a lot of the regular, just crystal color. Another one of my favorites for crystals were these circle rings. So I have them in gold and silver, but these make such a pretty accent on the nails, just add a little bit more jewelry to them. So those were my top products for bling. And then as far as nail art goes, these were my top products for nail art. So we have my Midi Burns brush in Minty Zero. You see this again in almost all of my nail tutorials. It's a super fine detailing brush, and it's getting pretty old and crusty, but it still works so well. But I would love to get another one or even a whole new set from Midi Burns, so that's definitely on my list to get. Then we have these two from Beamy Beauty Box, which I have a bunch of these leaf colors, and I rarely reach for them. They're so pretty though. I need to start using them more often, so I need to remember that I have these and show the colors to all of my clients. But the two golds were top favorites in nail art. So we have the gold leaf and the light gold leaf. And then this one was a surprise to me as well. It's the Pixie Dust Powder from Creation. It's this one that gives it an opal, kind of iridescent look to the nail, but it has a green reflection to it as well. I used this one quite a bit this year, which was a surprise to me because I rarely reached for any of the chrome powders, but somehow this Pixie Dust one was popular. And then these were my top stamping plates, but these were my two staples for stamping polishes, my Sally Hansen's Insta-Dry in black to black and white. So again, black and white's a good staple, and these Insta-Dries are super pigmented, so they're really good for stamping. And then these were the plates that I used a lot this year. So I have the Bundle Monster BMXL 211, so it's the mermaid plate. So I did like 3 or 4 mermaid sets this year, and so this came out quite a bit for that trend. And then I have these two plates which I use a lot for floral. So it's the Born Pretty plate in 29 and 26. So I used a lot of the floral images and the leaves, and again this one I use a lot of the leaves in here as well. And then these were definitely my staples for this year for all nails. So I do use the Young Nails forms here. This is what I use for sculpting. I haven't really tried many other forms, but this one's simple enough and I feel like it fits most of my clients, so I like these ones. I have easy access to that here in town. These have been my favorite files I've tried so far. It's the Young Nails 180 grit, and so they're teal. So this is what they look like. They're the 180 grit and they're the teal color. And so you can see I'm kind of low on those, and you pick some of those up, but these have been my favorite files. Again, easy access for me to get these in town. And then I do use the Young Nails Protein Bond. This stuff is amazing. I had tried, I think it was the OPI one. I might have tried another bond, but this one works amazingly. Definitely highly recommend this, especially if you're using the Young Nails base products. You might as well use the Young Nails Protein Bond with it. And then as far as the hard gel, I did use the base gel, which is just a base gel. I did a lot of designs with the concealer pink gel. So you sculpted out with this concealer pink, so it gives it that pink nudie background to it. I did quite a few designs with this one this year. I had one client in particular who we did a lot of this with. I use a lot of flex gel. I use this to apply all of my loose glitters and other nail art, but mostly glitters. I'm kind of low on this one, but it's a runnier viscosity of gel, which is good for the glitters. And then if I'm not doing concealer pink, then I'm using my Young Nails Build Gel to build up the nails. So I have the huge 60-gram jar of this, and I've repurchased this 3 or 4 times this year, and I just buy the big one. A few other like random products, but I use these all the time. This is my Clean It brush that I use, and it has a super like fine pointed, you could tell that I've used this a lot because it's not quite as thin. It's getting fanned out now, so I need to get a new one, but this is a really good Clean It brush. I just get this in town at my local nail supplier, so I'm not quite sure who else sells this, but I'm sure you could find it somewhere. This is a holy grail product I'm so close to being out of, like scary close. I need to go pick one up like today, but it's the OPI Exfoliating Cuticle Treatment. So what I do for cuticles is I use cuticle softener, put that on, then I push the cuticles in, nip any extra skin, then I go in with my cuticle e-file bit to just get off any extra skin, and then the final step is I use this exfoliating treatment, which just like gets everything dry off the cuticle area and the nails. Like you could see it just rubbing off. It's amazing. All my clients love this as well. And then I do use my crystal katana for all of my crystal picking up. I haven't tried anything else, and I think I just need to clean this tip, but I'm having trouble with it recently sticking, but it works fine. And this one I've been using a lot as well. It's from Beamy Beauty Box, but it has this metal stir stick at the end, which is what I really wanted it for. I've been using like brushes and like random things to stir my gels, and so I was so happy to finally get like a stir stick. And then on the other end it does have a brush, so I use this brush for all of my leaf gels just because it does leave some of those leaves like in the brush, so you do want to have a separate brush for that. Alright, so those were my top used products for 2019. And I know 2019 is not quite over. It is early December when I'm filming this, so I'm sure, especially with it being Christmas and winter, I'm going to use a lot of like reds and greens and golds, and so I'm sure there's other products that I'll use quite a bit of this month. But as far as over the whole year, these are my top products that I used. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video, if you want to see this every year, or I could start doing like seasonal favorites as well, just to see what you guys like. Just let me know down below. And in case anyone is interested in how I like picked out what products, is I just went back through all of my Instagram feeds, and in all of my posts I list what products I use on the nails. And so I just started listing which products, and I organized them by brand, and then I would just mark it each time I would use it. So Madam Glam, like Elegance in here, Kira Sky, then I have like all my crystals, stamping plates, kind of extra stuff. And then I also listed out like some of my staples as far as like building gel and stuff like that. So it was quite a long process to figure out what I used, but it's pretty interesting to see like what products I use the most of, and some were a bit of a surprise to me. Others, like Madam Glam's Perfect White and Perfect Black, like of course I use that all the time, but stuff like the Belgian Blue I didn't realize I used that much of, as well as like the Angel Wings. So it was pretty interesting for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more winter nails coming up. If anyone's interested in my nails that I'm wearing, I have these super cute like Christmas sweater. I have Rudolph on here with some like glittery snow. This video should already be up, so I will leave a link in the description box down below for this video. And then make sure to subscribe for more winter and Christmas nails coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!